what advice do you have for all of us and how we can find more joy out of our existing wardrobe and restyling our wardrobe and not feel like it's a, quote unquote
Mhm.
sacrifice to not shop?
Totally. Yeah. I think, I've done it myself personally. So if like I can do it, I promise all of you can do it because I was the girl shopping every weekend. I worked in
Mm-hmm.
fashion. I'm obsessed with clothing. Like that's something I genuinely love. My friends are like they couldn't have put on their like boards that I would be working in this side of the industry in like a few years. It was really foreign to me. So I went through this process myself and it's really difficult. So I just want people to be kind to themselves. It's not like super strict. We're all trying our best here. And honestly, you listening to this podcast is better than a lot of what a lot of other people are doing. But I think the real key here, like mentally, that helped me shift is realizing that clothing is not just consumption. It's not just consumable. You can do so many other things with clothing that express your identity, that help you feel creative or whatever you love about fashion or clothing. You can do that outside of consumption. We're just so programmed, and honestly, it's not our fault. It's how we grew up. That's the only way we've learned to interact with clothing is through shopping. So how are we, we don't know any better. This is what we grew up with and have always been taught. But once you realize that there's all these really fun places on the outskirts of fashion that you just got to like look a little, hopefully we don't have to look that hard in a few years. We'll be front and center. It's so fun. I think it's even better. And that's what I really want people to realize. And what I tried really hard to do with Letta is not make it like a shaming, not make it, oh, I have to start styling now instead of shopping. My service
Mhm.
is better than shopping. We have more fun. We create better looks. You feel more powerful than you would feel after a shopping spree. And that to me is success. That's what I want people to feel. So for me, it's just start playing on the outskirts, start mending your stuff, start upcycling, dye your shirt a different color, draw all over it, like swap with your friends, style. Take 2 hours this weekend instead of going shopping. Open up your wardrobe, pick 5 pieces you haven't worn in 3 months, or a lot of people have stuff with tags on it still in their wardrobes, and try to style it. Just put on some music, put on a TV show, whatever it is, and have fun. I think like people have this idea that sustainable fashion can't be fun or it has to be like neutral colors and linen. And honestly, I had that idea before I stepped into this industry. You realize it's literally not the case. That is super old. And one way of looking at it, there's just a lot of, I think there's more creativity in this side of the industry than any other side of the industry. And that's what
Yeah.
I discovered and what I keep trying to tell my friends. I'm like, it's better over here. Like, it's more fun. You can do so much more when you're not stuck in this consumption wheel. Let me tell you that. So, yeah, I think like it's a mental shift first, realizing that shopping is the sacrifice because honestly, it sucks. It doesn't really help any of us. It definitely doesn't help our planet or the people who make the clothing. Realize that to start. And then you have all these fun things on the outside that you can still be creative with. It's never, you don't need to like, it's not, you don't not express your identity when you stop shopping all the time. And also, there's a lot of different ways to express ourselves besides our consumption habits.
Mhm.
That's something we all forget, and I forget too. Like, it's not just about what I wear. I'm also a very dynamic person outside of that. So, just again, it's a mental thing, really. So, like, read a book, go outside. It'll all start to fade away when you just stop. And personally, I'm not shopping at all. And it's been a really beautiful experience. It's been so eye opening. I have all this time. I'm like, what do I do? Who do I talk to? Like, it's just really nice to be outside of it. And another tip I have to just like kind of remove yourself from this hole of consumption is unfollow these people. Unsubscribe to the email marketing, cut it off. Like, you don't need to see that because it is very enticing when you do. I'm the type of person, like, if I walk into a store, I will probably find something I like and want to buy it. I just don't do
Mhm.
that. I cut it all out. I don't even know what trends are going on. I don't care. Like, that's the point.
Yeah.
So that's my other tip with that.
Yeah, yeah, right. I literally could not tell you what the trends are. I mean, I know like Y2K is like big,
Right.
but like the specific trends, I'm like, I hear skinny jeans are out. I'm like, what? Well, I don't know. I have these jeans. Like, are they skinny jeans? Are they like, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep wearing them. I like them. It's fine.
Yeah,
And
I
it
think
is so
it's
freeing. It's like, it's so nice to not be
100%.
like reliant on listening to what somebody else is telling you is right to
Mm,
wear, cool to wear. It's just like, just listen to yourself and like what you like. And if you like wearing it, it can be really simple. Style does not have to be as complicated, I feel like, as the fashion industry has led us to believe. They make us believe that we have to buy these new
mm.
things this season to be relevant, to be in style. And it's just exhausting, honestly.
No, exhausting is the right word. It's also completely messed up because they pry on our like insecurities. But going back to style, which is why a lot of people follow me or even buy my sessions. Luckily, my view of style is very eco-friendly because in my opinion, the best style is consistent. The best style has restrictions. So like I appreciate a lot of different styles. I could be, surfer girl, I could dress in all leather, black. I can do it all. I love clothing. But that's just for me to admire. That's not for me to buy. And that's where we get it. We're all like a little off. If you look at the style icons in history, they wear the same stuff. They show up in their uniform, you know what to expect, and it feels very personal. It feels like it's worn, it feels like they've had it for years. That's style, and that's what my service works on. I don't do fashion anymore. Like, don't come to me for capital F fashion with the trends and all of that. I don't enjoy it visually and I don't enjoy what it does to our planet and our people. So that's where I differ. And it's also good because not only is it better for your style, what I talk about and do with Letta, it's better for our planet. It actually lets us have a future. So that's another
Mhm.
thing is like there I'm sorry, but there's never been more clothing on this planet and yet everyone looks the same. It's so crazy. I feel like I don't see original style anymore, and that's because the dominant fashion system is really taken over. So again, sustainable fashion is not limiting. You'll watch your style is going to get more creative. Your style will
Mhm.
get more unique. Your style will feel like you, not like you're copy and pasting trends. And that's beautiful. You'll feel that in your soul. Like that's something when you wake up, you're excited to get dressed now. And so
Yeah.
that's why, yeah, I'm obviously very passionate about this. I think it's not only really great for us, but also our planet.